So actually, we're seeing that these vulture, well, not builds, but these vultures coming out quick, TVZ, is becoming really effective.
Yeah.
You know, starting to see that a lot, just the quick vulture, and that really shuts down the Zerg's economy a lot. Wow, now this vulture was just hitting there, and EffOrt didn't even notice, I guess, when he was transferring drones, and now all these drones are probably going to go down.
Yeah.
So, again, EffOrt is unfortunately still stuck on 2 bases and very far behind. Well, not a ton behind, but he's behind.
Interesting that EffOrt doesn't want to try to make like a creep colony or anything to... Oh, okay, because he brought over the Mutalisk there. So, oh, nice block on the ramp to keep the vulture in there to get hit by the Mutalisk. Oh, come on!
Still, though, 5 kills on that vulture
Right.
before it goes down, so nice job with the vulture.
Yeah, and you're right. This container's going to be blown out in about, you know, I would say within the next minute or so with those Marines there. He is going to bring over the Lurkers. I'm not sure if they're going to get there in time to reinforce this. But I think that you're right. RuBy is in a very good place. As far as economies go, they're fairly pretty much matched because it's a 3-base Zerg versus a 2-base. Terran, we see the starport going up. I'm assuming, obviously, he saw the Lurkers, so he's going to be getting the Science Vessels out soon, which are going to be good for him as well. Destroying. We saw a Queen's Nest. We may, ladies and gentlemen, see the 0 build on this map, which I'm just going to... It's not really a build, but... the Queen's Nest to infested Terrans, that would be awesome. I would love to see that. I'm excited.
Well, also one thing to know, I don't know if he mentioned, but he does, EffOrt does have his other hatchery up, his 4th hatchery in the bottom left.
Yeah.
So he's actually been pretty healthy, even though that 3rd hatchery was spotted and it's been pretty much shut down. He does have 3 hatcheries. I still think that RuBy is economically ahead. But EffOrt is not too far behind either. Now the thing is, EffOrt doesn't have a lot of units out though. He's got this weak lurker contain, which tanks and marines are just going to stop. So we're going to have to see when EffOrt builds a lot of units. When he decides to do that, he's probably going to do that well, he's got to do it preemptively to this push. But like you said, he's going to have science out. Here comes the Queen.
There
it
we
is
go.
going to the center.
Now, we have never seen this on this map against Terran, so I'm really interested to see what this is like. Now, I'll be honest. I mean, I've been watching StarCraft for the last year and a half or so. Been playing it since the beginning. I have not seen a pro StarCraft match where this was done against Terran. So if anybody has a link to one, please let me know as far as, you know, infested Terrans obviously being used. I don't even know how many times they've been used total. Probably not a whole lot. The idea behind EffOrt's Contain was really just to keep Terran from scouting the middle, because now he's going to be able to catch him off guard. Terran has no idea what's going on there. He does, of course, have the Science Vessel, but, oh, those Marines are just, like, plump and juicy for
now,
an infested Terran
he's
kill.
not even building one yet. My theory about this before is that tanks would be just a good counter to those infested Terrans.
Right.
Granted, you might have to target them, but they're not going to make it that far when they've got tanks in siege mode. However, he's almost baiting them here. I don't know if infested Terrans are really going to be a huge factor, honestly, right now, because he's already so close to that command center. You know, all he's got to do is kill this first one that comes out.
Right.
But EffOrt is also going to have Swarm up pretty quick, so we're seeing the later tech here, the Swarm versus the Science Vessel. And there it is, and wow, good job by popping that first one out. Lurker's coming in, though, from the side.
Oh, beautiful!
Good Swarm. Nice timing on the Swarm, and Defiler is irradiated, but a little too late. Again, though, this command center is going to go down. I think he should just focus on that command center from a distance there like he's doing, just to get around. He needs to back that group up, though, and siege those tanks. And
no,
protect those tanks.
I don't understand EffOrt's point in... I mean, I guess he wasn't strong to take on that force head-on, but he kind of kept going back. I guess he was trying to keep it off as much as he can. We do see the Marines going up here to the top left base. Obviously, that is the expansion that RuBy has known about for a long time. We do see the Defiler coming into play. We might see an attack coming from both sides here. We do see some Lurkers in the top left base. So... Oh, and we see another attack going in with Marines. Great try in trying to keep it down, but that is going to go down here. A lot going on the map right now. We do see EffOrt is going to try to make an attack on the actual second base front door, or the first expansion front door of RuBy. Meanwhile, RuBy is going into the base of the third expansion at the top left. Great swarm down. It's going to protect the units underneath that. But all the drones, most of the drones are going to go down here. Sunken is not going to go into play very much. There's a ton going on in this game. Take it over,
and
Steve.
They're not showing the natural expansion of RuBy right now, but I imagine it's kind of contained. But it looks like the Lurkers, I think, are moving back across the map in defense, from what I can tell. Also, interesting thing to note. Oh, okay, this hatchery is going to go down while Marines are in the range of that, and the Lurkers are out of range. So that expansion goes down. Those lurkers probably going to go down. RuBy could even pull out right now. But I don't even think that command center actually went down yet, so Infested Terrans could still be building. I'm not sure. Did you see it go down?
I believe, yes. Yes, it did go down. I saw it go down earlier. So the command center getting the queen was a little waste of money, making Infested Terran a little waste of money, but that's not a big deal. He tried for something. Hey, I like to see people try that, man, because I like
But this shows that it's not, unbalanced. It's not that bad. You just have to be aware of it. It's kind of the X factor. And speaking of being aware, you don't want to get caught in that disruption web either. No, and it looks like a big attack coming in from EffOrt. Where are the swarms? Swarms are late. No swarms. He's pulling back the Zerglings. I don't think he was paying attention to his units. Those were just attacking on their own.
Do the Zerglings have speed?
Yeah, I think they do. I didn't really notice. But wow, a lot of lurkers getting kind of sloppy attacks by EffOrt. He's going to snipe that Science Vessel, so that's a good job. But there's no swarms, and that is not going to be good for EffOrt. You got to have swarms to go up against that many Medic Marines. Medic's a little bit caught off away from the range, though, but lurkers burrowing a little slow. Good swarm. Again, those tanks are going to be caught out of position, so I think this force might get down. Great plague by the Defiler there.
God.
And now those Marines could actually go down just to this sunken colony because they're all plagued, actually. Taking out the Nidus Canal. Hydra's just walking out.
Wow. See, I mean, EffOrt is really, he's doing a good job with swarms. He got the Defilers out. It's a good job getting the tech up. But he's kind of being steamrolled. Oh my gosh. Oh, I say that as EffOrt gets a bunch of kills off that. But RuBy has done a good job kind of controlling the game. He took out the top left expansion. He's kind of, he doesn't have full map control right now, but he's kind of controlling what EffOrt does, not letting him get the Infested Terrans. Nice, good job with the
EffOrt pushing in here. Good job with the swarm to be able to move up. He's gonna just. I was going to say hopscotch his way in there. That just sounds gay.
Hop, skip, and a jump.
He's going to leapfrog his way in there with those swarms. Get in. Weird expansion location there with the hatchery. I don't know if that's just for faster unit reinforcement. Wow. Marines getting caught a little bit out of position. EffOrt's really pressing this. The thing is, RuBy has a pretty big army, and good swarms, tons of lurkers. Those Marines are going to, good timing to back up. Wow. But still, a lot of RuBy's forces just getting destroyed. I do think that the only reason RuBy is doing so well is because he has such an economic lead, or he has had it, and he took out that 4th base by EffOrt. But it's unit count wise, it's pretty much even though, and EffOrt is doing a good job of just being really aggressive and getting in there with all these swarms. And again, this bunker is going to go down, and with it that tank as well. And a contain is again going to be set up, and RuBy's going to have a hard time getting another expansion. It looks like he does have his command center up on the bottom right. But that's not a third gas.
Right.
But still, I think financially, RuBy is not going to be in a problem here. Not going to have a problem. But EffOrt just tactically, is just getting in there.
Yeah, EffOrt, you're right. Look at this. There's just a trail of swarms, for 50 feet into this base, and he's using these lurkers so well. He's now attacking the main command center. I was about to say that we need the EffOrt should probably try to go in for a drop, but look at all the units swarming down. EffOrt has so many units. He boldly set up that expansion right in the middle of the map that now will be an even faster supply route. We do see a transfer going on. So in essence, EffOrt is going to lose this expansion and then stay with 2 bases.
Yeah, I don't know, though. if RuBy holds this, and now we see a ton of Marines going down, and lurkers just all up and natural. Wow, GG from RuBy. Wow. If RuBy could have held off that attack, he could have came back because he had his 3rd going up. He would have had the money necessary, but EffOrt was just all in, all larva going towards unit production. Not wasting time building drones, not even bothering, trying to get his 4th back up. He, especially catching that Medic Marine group out in the middle, decimating that group, and then being able to just push forward because he saw that, hey, RuBy's not going to have enough forces, and just being super aggressive. Good control towards the end there as opposed to early on in the game by EffOrt.
Right, EffOrt looked sloppy coming in. RuBy looked fantastic. RuBy, the first 10 minutes of this game, looked great. And I'm not going to say he was bad necessarily. Obviously, in a lot of ways, Terrans require so much micro to micro all those Marines and tanks and science vessels going around. And I think once it got to the late game, EffOrt was able to just overwhelm with more forces despite losing the hatchery from a good attack. That was a great game. I'm looking forward to the next game. I think it could go either way.